Welcome to the Operation Game Night podcast. We're back with our friends Mike and Tiff. How are you?
Hello.
Good. Hi.
And
Everyone's
Clay's here
gonna
as
get
well.
sick of us.
I'm here.
No way.
We could never get sick of you guys.
No
This
way.
is fun.
We love talking to you guys, and we're happy to have you on whenever you are available. Today, we're going to go over the fence and talk about things that we've been doing outside of board gaming. So, Mike, take it away. What have you been doing outside of board gaming?
Honestly, I'm just going off of today. We're building a mini home, which I told you guys about, in a 40-foot metal trailer from the 1950s. And we're in the home stretch of that. A lot of it being done by my girlfriend and her brother. But today we were, throwing gravel and building fire pits, and she was caulking things. But yeah, that's been filling up our days. And yeah, that's the majority of our extracurriculars, plus all the holiday cookie parties and stuff that she's going to that I've bailed on. I actually bailed on the cookie party to come to this.
Oh, wow.
Man,
What a
you guys-
sacrifice.
This guy's more dedicated than I am. I
I know, I was here an hour before you.
I know. Daggone. I should have bailed on my wife's family's Christmas.
Where's your priorities?
Mike,
not mine.
did you send her with a big 10, though? Like, bring home all the cookies, or?
Well, first I tried to talk her out of going. And then I was like, but since you're going, can you bring me, have you ever heard of lefsa?
No.
Yes.
Okay. Lefsa is, the easiest way is it's a potato tortilla that you put like butter and like sugar on, or I guess you can eat it any way you want, but they're delicious. But they make it while they're doing it. It's like a Norwegian, Scandinavian kind of thing. It's delicious.
Cool.
I actually end up making it every time I go, and I'll just sit there with these two wooden dowels and flipping them with children. That's usually who I hang out with at these things, is the kids.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Is the trailer going to be your like permanent residence?
Yeah. It's going to be me, her, and Harley, Maple, and Eleanor are our three dogs. It's about the size of a one-bedroom apartment. It's a little bit bigger than my apartment is now.
Okay.
So yeah, but it's coming along. It's went from being like rat infested in the middle of a lot to almost a completed home. So we also we have a Connex trailer or shipping trailer next to it that's going to have like the washer, dryer, and stuff in it. So it's not all in this one trailer, but yeah.
What about your board games? Where are they going?
End goal is I'm going to buy another Connex trailer, hopefully, or something, and build it into an actual board game room.
I like that.
That's my end goal, honestly. But now she lives next to her family, and they have a spare room that we're going to use for storage. So all the small box stuff we'll put in the trailer with us, but the big stuff will go there. But I am going to downsize because, as we just realized before this, I have about 375 games, and I probably need to go down to like 200. So,
wow,
yeah.
Sacrifices must be made.
Well, when Travis downsizes, he usually sends me a lot of the games, so you'll feel like it.
I just recently actually donated about 80 games to a high school in Phoenix, Arizona,
great.
For a board game club.
Awesome.
I keep offering Tiff games, but she just keeps telling me no. So
She already has all the games. She's got them all.
I was going to say Travis has ended up with some of the games, so I'll see what I have for you.
Heck yeah.
Okay, send all your least favorite Knizia games to me.
I just started collecting Knizia games.
I know. I'm at that point with them too. I've got 50 now, and I don't even care if they're good. It's kind of just become like a point of pride to have them. I'm just like, yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
Same guy designed all these.
Did you buy Razzia yet? Because that's no. It's the light box of Raw. Same game, but called Razzia.
Weird. I will look that up.
I think 25th Century, they did their they did a Kickstarter where they're like doing a bunch of reprints and stuff and bringing new imports in, and then Razzia was part of that.
Yeah. All right, too much board game talk.
Oh, sorry.
We are over the
that's my fault. That's John's fault. It's my fault. We got.
I have nothing else to talk about besides board games.
You can do
Tiff, you
this,
haven't been doing anything fun. What about holiday plans? What you got?
No, I have no holiday plans. I'm not leaving my house.
No, nothing fun.
Well, like I said, I have a sick child. So we'll just take it easy this year and just stay home.
Nice.
We don't have to travel.
Okay.
Do you have family around or?
Yeah, well, I was telling them just my in-laws. We live around my in-laws, so my brother and sister are in different states, and I'm not traveling.
Okay, that's okay too. It's nice to lay low.
Yeah.
Any self-care routines you're gonna fall back on?
If I can get a nice bath in, TV. Well, I was telling them earlier when you were not here, but
let's not keep talking about that. Just fill me in, all right?
Welcome to Derry.
Oh,
great show. Yeah, no spoilers, but you basically go back 27 years, and you find out where this thing came from, how it became Pennywise, and it's really freaking creepy.
And that's on HBO Max, correct?
HBO Max.
Yeah.
Yep. That Stranger Things. Yeah.
Oh yeah. What's your opinion on the newest season of Stranger Things?
Have you watched it?
Yes, we're caught up, and I know that they're releasing the second half of the season on Christmas. I think on Christmas Day. What's your opinion so far?
It is what it is. I like the ending.
Okay.
I like the last episode.
I think it's great that all these kids are like 35 years old now, and
I know
they're playing these high school kids.
Weird. I know it's weird seeing them like grown men.
Yes, very strange, especially when they like put on high school kid clothes and they're like walking around the high school, like walking around through the halls and stuff. It just feels wrong, like they should not be there.
Yeah, so I'm just taking it for what it is. I just want to know what happens.
Let's get this over with.
Yeah, I seen something on the internet. It was like, imagine it was just like their like D&D campaign.
Okay,
something like that.
Yeah,
like if
just coming back to the table.
Yeah, they just come back to the table.
Okay. Yeah, I do like that they have infused a lot of D&D into that, and it's it's kind of cool. I don't know. I didn't really have a whole lot of love for like D&D previously. Now that we have a campaign going, and I am playing a half-orc monk that is pretty cool. I've been really enjoying that, but I don't have like deep lore, like deep understanding of a lot of the D&D stuff because there's so much of it now. It's crazy.
Yeah, I was supposed to start a campaign with my husband and everyone, but just having kids, there's like no time.
Yeah.
But also, I'm kind of like, I'm not very creative. Like just like inventing your own character, like their backstory really like scares me a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't create a backstory, so I think maybe I messed up, but I just got a dwarf fighter, and I was like, yeah, he might have had some hard times in the past.
He has no lore, nothing.
He's got no lore yet. It's to be discovered. So I think you can do it. I'm not creative either, Tiff. We get in these dialogues. I'm like, we're playing with Meg. You know, Meg, the peg mom.
Yeah.
Guinea pig.
Guinea pig mom, whatever. She's in there and she's played D&D before, and she's like, she starts like improvising these conversations with our DM, and I'm like,
the expert.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, okay. I am just talking as myself and asking the DM like formal questions, like, am I allowed to ask if we could scale the wall?
Yeah. Yeah. Like the very first scenario, we came across like 2 dead horses in a trail, and he's like, oh, and then he just like that, he leaves it at that, and we just kind of sit there and stare at each other. What happens next? Yeah. So I think it's all about like having a creative DM that can help guide you through that type of stuff and come up with unique scenarios. And plus, like the story alone, especially if you're running a set campaign and not one that is created by the DM, it like offers enough freedom to like, navigate those spaces and like encounter characters. Like we were in a village in this last kind of episode of our campaign, and he pulls up a map, and we're like, okay, let's go over here. Like, let's go over there. Let's see what's going on with these guys. And, it's like just enough to explore the space a little bit. And for our uncreative minds, like get into it a little bit. So yeah, we're getting the hang of it.
Yeah, I think so.
That's awesome.
I'm looking forward to Root RPG at some point.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yeah. We should find somebody online that can run it for us. That'd be great. Somebody with some experience.
Yes.
I do want to say, I know you guys know Izzy, the soloist venture.
Yeah.
Me, Izzy, and our friend Scott, the board gaming bud, we're gonna have TTRPG. It's like The Walking Dead. She's setting that all up for us for next month, and I'm really excited.
Nice.
She's gonna help us through the creative process and everything. She's like the greatest at those kinds of games, so I'm kind of excited to get my first one done.
Yeah, she is so creative. I did not know that you know each other until you came on the podcast and she commented, and I was like, "Whoa, my worlds are merging." And I don't know her personally. Haven't really interacted with her all that much.
Yeah, she's great.
Yeah, and
Everyone knows Tiff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Really
Wait, so I was behind on the podcast. I was catching up in my car, picking up the kids from school, and I listened to that one. That's the one I was on. So I jumped on and said, "Oh, they mentioned you." But my 5-year-old gets in the car and she's like, "Can you put on The Nightmare Before Christmas? Because what the heck even is this?" That was her words.
Dang.
Well, we try and reach
cool.
a wide age range here, but it's not for everyone. OG and After Dark is for a very select audience.
Yeah, true.
That's right. Nice. Well, that's cool. I hope your campaign goes well. You'll have to follow up with us and let us know. Definitely. Maybe see if you can get Izzy on the show. I'd love to chat with her.
You know what? I messaged her. I was like, I'm sure they would love to have you on.
Yeah.
We sure would.
Be a little nervous, but
yeah.
Hey, you were nervous too, and now look at you. You're 3 episodes deep.
You're a pro. You're a pro now. Clay, what you got over the fence?
Okay. Really gonna follow up Mike building a home for himself by talking about I watched Pitch Perfect again, and I forgot how much I love that movie.
Okay.
Pitch Perfect is great cinema. I watched 1 and 2 back to back. I was locked in. This was a multi-night affair for me and Mary, and I was just blown away. I was like, I can acapella all day long. And then we even watched The Bumper in Berlin spin-off on Peacock. Not probably the greatest, but
okay.
I think there was some nostalgia in the original Pitch Perfects. If you watch those and they have the songs back from the era, it's a great freaking movie. So don't forget about Pitch Perfect. That's my plug for Over the Fence.
That is real good movie.
Were you doing that while building something? I'm confused. Following up what I'd say.
No, I'm just saying you're doing such productive things with your life.
Oh,
and I'm rewatching. Arguably, it's not a great movie, but it is a good movie. It was entertaining. The banter between the two people that commentate on the acapella sing-offs are just hilarious.
Oh yeah,
who's that lady?
Plus Pat Amy.
Yeah, Pat Amy. She's amazing.
Pat Amy.
Yeah, she's great. Oh my gosh. I just had to bring that up because I don't know what made me want to watch it. I think it was we were watching older movies that we liked in high school. We watched The Hangover and Bridesmaids. I was like, oh, and then Pitch Perfect was on next. I remember thinking Pitch Perfect was the bomb.
How old are you? These were high school movies?
I think so. I was 30.
He was born in the 60s.
When did they come out? 2009?
Yeah,
something like that.
Yeah. How old are you?
Old man at heart.
Yeah.
We're not going to get into age here. That's okay.
Yeah.
I have a couple of things. I forgot to mention last time that we did Over the Fence, but I wanted to shout out the board gaming cafe in Grand Rapids that we stepped into when we went up there for Thanksgiving, and it's called House Rules. And man, I wish more cities had board gaming cafes like this. It is so cool. They have like a full bar and a kitchen, and you like rent out a table, and they have tons of games that you can check out and play. You can bring your own. They sell some of the new hottest games there. It's like a game shop / bar / cafe all rolled into one. And man, I think more bars and or cafes should do stuff like that because it is awesome. So that's called House Rules. If you're ever in the Grand Rapids, Michigan area, go check them out because they have an awesome vibe. Then I have been playing Dispatch, which is a video game, not a board game. And I talked about it a little bit last time, but this is like a crossover hit because Jamie Stegmaier posted on his Instagram that he has been playing Dispatch. Not for everyone. It's kind of like a superhero comic book style show, kind of in the vein of like Invincible, if you like that show. But basically what it is you are a superhero that is kind of like an Iron Man type character that is voiced by Aaron Paul from Breaking Bad. And it has a bunch of like streamers and professional voice actors. Like they put some serious juice behind this game, and it's done in conjunction with Critical Role. And they have a bunch of those people that came on and did the voices, and the voice acting is phenomenal. Basically, you're like this Iron Man character that, you know, your suit breaks and you don't have another one. And so you get recruited to be a dispatcher in like a emergency services where people pay insurance money and then get access to superheroes to come solve their problems. And so as you look at this map of the city, these little like, you know, warning signs will pop up and you click on it and it'll say, there's a cat stuck in the tree, and you have to pick a super villain that are being reformed. You're in charge of like the Z team, which is essentially like a suicide squad, and you're dispatching them to these crises to help out locals and with their issues. And each villain that you're kind of managing on your team has like strength and defense and intelligence and charisma and speed, I think is the last one. And they kind of level up over time. And it's kind of like a tough puzzle because you'll send them out and it'll give you kind of a vague description of what they're responding to. And it'll say, cat stuck in a tree. Oh, there's like a mob that's robbing a store. There's some ruffians at a soccer game that are causing a bunch of havoc. And so you're trying to like pick based on the description what attributes you think best fit. You dispatch them. And when the situation resolves, you kind of have this mesh of these different skills that kind of span out to create this area that overlaps with the requirements that the crisis is calling for. And this little thing bounces around. And as long as it lands within your covered area, then you succeed. And man, the story is great. The characters are all really lovable. And you start off with like a real Suicide Squad where they're like, nobody wants to be there. They're all kind of like angsty and, you know, super villains that are down on their luck that don't really want to be there. And you're like, really feel like you're forming a team. It does have some adult content, which you can turn off. There is some loving and some body parts exposed. So it's not, you don't have to play with that stuff. Yeah, you don't have to play with that stuff. You can turn it off if you want to. But there's a little bit of romance in there, and the teams kind of build, and you have to make some tough choices. You got to cut somebody from your team, like within the first 2 episodes. And depending on who you choose to cut, like has ramifications. It's only 8 episodes long, and it feels like you're playing a like Invincible series type game. It's really cool. I am really enjoying that one, and it's gotten some serious traction this year. So
I don't play any video games. Is this something easy to jump into? Because I've seen him talk about it, and now you. Yeah. And I would like to try a video game at some point.
Yeah. So this is not the game portion of it is really thin. A lot of people relate it to like the old Telltale games where you are experiencing the story and then it forces you to make decisions. And so like you play as the Aaron Paul character, and he like it'll give you 3 choices and you literally pick one of those 3 and you kind of watch it resolve. The game part of it is where you're dispatching and stuff. And then there's a couple of like hacking segments where you can go in and like hack the system into cameras or turn the power back on or whatever it is. So the game portion of it is really thin, but the story is worth experiencing. It's really cool. And like, it's not like you sit there and you think about the decisions that you're going to make. They require you to make snap decisions. There's like a little timer that goes across the bottom, and some of those decisions that you have to make are really impactful, and you have to make them quickly. And so if you like really have decision paralysis, sometimes that can be a little overwhelming, but the story is worth experiencing. The one time I thought I had the game paused, and like my wife came in and she's talking to me, and I missed like a whole bunch of the dispatch scenarios that were popping up all over the city, and it literally had like little to no ramifications. I missed out on some experience or whatever, but like if you have not played games before, this is one that is super approachable, and they're trying to catch a wide audience. So I think they're already contemplating season 2. I don't know if they've officially like signed everybody on, but man, it's worth it. It's really cool. I would recommend it. The next thing I want to talk about is Pluribus, which is a show on Apple TV done by Vince Gilligan, the guy that did Breaking Bad. And that show is great. I am really loving that one. It has Rhea. Oh man, her first name's Rhea, and I cannot remember her last name, but she was one of the main characters on Better Call Saul. Great actress. She's really fun to watch. But basically, it's like we intercepted this alien transmission and decoded it and found out that it's like a DNA sequence. And so they start experimenting this DNA sequence by injecting it into rats. And then the experiment goes poorly, and all of a sudden everyone is like infected with this virus. And it's kind of like a hive mind. Oh, why am I? Oh,
I did that. I was just around.
It's like a hive mind scenario where Rhea, the actress, ends up as like the only person that she knows of that is like separated from the hive mind. And so everyone in the world is like on a solo brain, and they can all communicate with one another and get info from one another. And like, it's a really cool premise. I have my theories on what it's actually about, but I don't want to like spoil too much. So if you have Apple TV, I would highly recommend checking out Pluribus, because it is really cool. And then the very last thing that I want to talk about is I saw the new Avatar movie, Fire and Ash. And I saw it. We went in the middle of the day, and it was great. Uncrowded theater. And I enjoyed it. I think it was good. I don't know how much I care about the actual like Avatar storyline anymore. And this one kind of mimics a very similar arc to the second Avatar movie, which was the water one, Way of Water, the Way of Water. And this one introduces a new tribe of Na'vi characters, and they are like fire worshippers. And I think it's good. I don't know if this is like somebody that's more technical and understands like movie streaming / filmography type stuff would be able to explain this better. But there were instances where like they have heavily animated scenes where it almost felt like frame rate lag, where I was like kind of getting sick in the theater. You're watching it on this like gigantic screen, and it just felt like they were running like just below 60 frames per second. And it's not super. Yes, it was kind of stuttery and like kind of threw me for a loop a little bit. But yeah, I thought it was a good entry into the Avatar. I don't know. What do you even call that? Filmography. And I'd recommend it. Entry.
You don't have to watch the first two.
Well, I would. Yes, you do have to watch the first two.
Okay.
Because especially the Way of Water. I think it's worth watching the other two before seeing this one.
Okay.
And all the characters carry over, and the ramifications of Way of Water all carry over. And that's kind of the main crux of where the characters are at in this new entry. So, I would recommend it. I think it's cool.
So you were saying it's a good entry into the line that already exists, not like
Correct.
It's a good entry point for somebody to
No.
jump into Avatar.
Correct. Yeah, I would not go and see this as a standalone. You would be very lost as to why there's like some humans and some Na'vi, and one of them is like a Na'vi but was once human, and you'd be very confused. But if you like the Avatar series, I would recommend that one, because I thought it was pretty good.
Well, that's cool.
I'm still on the first one.
Yeah.
I've only seen the first one.
They are long movies. That is it's a commitment. Like the second one is 3+ hours. This most recent one is like 3.5 hours. So they're not short movies. But I think it's a good storyline. I think they're getting further away from like the standard. What do they relate the first one to? It was like Fern Gully. If you've ever seen that one.
Or Pocahontas.
Great movie.
Yeah, Pocahontas.
Great movie.
Yeah, it's all kind of the same thing, except there's like some sci-fi elements to it. So, I would recommend Avatar. Go watch the new one.
Well, I recommend Zootopia too. I just saw that yesterday and it was great.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
giving you Agent Avenue vibes.
Not quite. Didn't get me going like Agent Avenue, but it was good.
No mole men for you.
Nice. I have not seen that one.
No, it's good. And also, Tiff, I would like to stand corrected. I was not in high school during Pitch Perfect. I was in college. All right. And I was doing what every college boy does and watching a cappella movies.
Oh yeah, it's just part
He
of
was
a
in his
grilling boy.
closet singing.
Yeah. Awesome. Did we do it?
Yeah. I think we did it.
All right,
Yes.
we're going back inside the fence. I have been Travis. He has been Clay. He has been Mike from Bearwin Plays Board Games, and she has been Tiff from tiffs.boards.games. I'm going to get that right one of these days. tiffs.board.games.
Games.
And we are out.